Zeno Clash is a weird game. Its most attractive element, the vibrant and bizarre art style, almost overpower its other equally impressive elements. A truly interesting core fight mechanic and a curious narrative combine to make a game that is absolutely unique and well worth playing. After killing Father Mother, the remainder of your family chases after you for revenge. As you play through the game, you'll encounter various flashbacks that tell the game's tale, and it all comes together in a nice, well thought out climax that does a good job of resolving most of the threads that the game asks you to keep track of. Apart from an extremely dull middle chapter, the narrative remains interesting for the entire journey. The game is primarily focused on melee combat, and while you have access to your character's complete moveset from the start, it takes the game's full 3.5 hour runtime to be able to appreciate each move. Spicing up the melee combat are the longer range weapons, which provide opportunity to pepper up your opponents before completely engaging them. While it's possible to win battles using only these weapons, as they have unlimited ammo, you take a lot of the fun out of the combat by doing this. The art style of the game, as you can see, is very intentional in its inspiration and design, providing a nice fit to the rest of the bizarreness that the game provides. It contains an intense mix of animalistic inspiration and classical themes, and does a good job of transcending comparisons to real-world analogues of what it conveys. It is confusing, but it's interesting. The only minor misstep that the game takes is an extremely mundane and tedious trek through the darker regions of the world, where not only does the art style turn to the generic and gloomy, but the gameplay becomes monotonous and bland. With the game's already short duration, it's a shame this middle chapter lasts as long as it does. While it does provide an interesting tonal shift and provides a nice variation from the game's familiar systems, it goes on for far too long and you are presented to do some extremely tedious busy work to succeed it. Zeno Clash may not be for everyone, but if you're willing to give this strange little game a chance, you'll find yourself in an alienating world full of chaos and surprise, not one you'll soon forget.